Hi everybody and welcome to the WWE Elimination Chamber preview show. The Elimination Chamber is tomorrow, February 25th, live from Las Vegas, Nevada, and the T-Mobile Arena. The T-Mobile Arena is where all the big famous fights are in Vegas. I think it's their biggest location. Also where the Vegas Golden Knights play. I was thinking about the Thunder for some reason, but I don't think they have that team anymore. But tomorrow it is WWE Elimination Chamber. There are 6 matches on the card for tomorrow. The pre-show has been announced. I know that quite a few pundits of the WWE world went ahead, did their previews without having the pre-show. That's why I do it the night before. Sometimes even 2 nights before, but definitely not this early. So the pre-match is Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson against the Miztourage, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel. While I'm kind of excited to see this match because they need to give Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas more to do, I'm kind of not happy to see this because I don't see where the Revival are. So it's a little disappointing to me. I want to see the Revival go somewhere, and they're not in the card before WrestleMania. A little disappointed, gotta tell you. A little disappointed. Alright, so we're going to go cover the 5 matches that will happen on the Elimination Chamber that are labeled right now. There are more possible matches to come. But we don't know what they are yet. WWE has not lifted them up. Alright, so we start with the tag team match for the Raw Tag Team Championship Titus Worldwide. Apollo and Titus O'Neil with Dana Brooke, the statistician, by their side, against Cesaro and Sheamus, the champions, also known as The Bar, because they don't just set the bar, they are the bar. And I think they're going to retain. I think that it would make sense to have Cesaro and Sheamus against the Revival at WrestleMania, but it would make more sense if the Revival were actually booked. So I'm taking Cesaro and Sheamus in that match. Now, I did say the pre-show match was Gallows Anderson versus the Miztourage. I'm going to take Gallows and Anderson in that one. Don't really care about it, but I want to see something good happen with the Miztourage sooner or later. Alright, then we go to the next match on the card. It is Woken Matt Hardy, not Broken Matt Hardy. Woken Matt Hardy. I think Woken Matt Hardy is Broken Matt Hardy's boring cousin because it's boring. It's not the same thing it was in TNA. It's not ever going to be the same thing it's in TNA. Because it's not TNA. It's not that niche product. It's the WWE where they don't have their crowds are way bigger. I don't think they get it. I don't think they want to get it. But who knows what will happen tomorrow when Woken Matt Hardy faces off against the Eater of Worlds himself, Bray Wyatt. A lot of rumors going out about Bray Wyatt and just lots of crazy stuff. I did hear something about Brother Nero coming back. So you might have a Jeff Hardy return. And maybe Bray will find a friend. And who knows how that whole thing will break down. So, what I'm suspecting is that Matt Hardy is going to finally eke out a win here. 50-50 booking would tell you that. Bray beat him a few times, including in a match that didn't even count for anything at Raw 25. But expect Matt Hardy to win here and Wyatt to go on. They'll both go on to WrestleMania. I think they'll have some sort of match at WrestleMania. Some sort of gimmick match. It'll be very interesting to see. The next match is weird because it's Asuka and Nia Jax. And here's why it's weird. Now, Asuka and Nia Jax are fighting in a singles match. That if Nia Jax wins the match, she'll be added to Asuka's championship match at WrestleMania 34. Before, it was just the Raw match. Now, I would get why it would be the Raw match, because then you have Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka. However, now it is, if Jax wins, she gets added to the match in which Asuka's in. So if Asuka picks the SmackDown champion, she's going to go to SmackDown and face off. So you'll have two Raw girls facing off against what would be Charlotte. Now, or Ruby Riott, because they're going to be fighting at Fastlane. I had a theory that they were going to let Nia Jax win, so then she can face off against Alexa Bliss, and Asuka could face off against Charlotte on the SmackDown side. So therefore, you'd have a thing. Now, with Jax being in the three-way against Asuka no matter what, Asuka and the champion, I don't know what to pick. And I think I would just say Asuka's going to win the match to keep her undefeated streak alive. It's going to be a crap finish, so Nia gets the shot at the title. And that would be my guess, but we got to go to the Elimination Chamber for the Women's Championship to figure out what the game plan is there. So lots of changes, but I'm going to say Nia Jax loses the match now, because Asuka's going to have a one-on-one match at Mania. And I would bet it's with Charlotte. And then you have the Raw Women's Championship match in the Elimination Chamber. You have 6 women. You have Sonya Deville, Sasha Banks, Mickie James, Mandy Rose, Bayley, and Alexa Bliss. First of all, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose do not deserve a title shot yet. They are so brand new to the entire world of the WWE, and yet they get a title shot because they needed 6 women. I understand Mandy Rose is like extremely hot. Corey Graves tells us that every week. But I think that we are looking at a disappointing match here. I really want to see probably Sonya Deville and Mickie start it out. I really want to see Alexa Bliss come in last. Because she's champion, she should at least have that going for her. Do I see the Mickie and or the Bayley and Sasha Banks turn? Yes, I see the Bayley and Sasha Banks turn. I see Sasha eliminating Bayley in some really weird fashion. With some just heelish, fashion that they're gonna fight at WrestleMania. I think we're looking at 3.5 women's matches at WrestleMania. You're looking at a Raw Championship, a SmackDown Championship, Bayley and Sasha, and then Ronda and Stephanie in a mixed tag match with Triple H and some other guy. So that's what I think. I think we're looking at Bayley Sasha at Mania. I don't see any reason why you would have Alexa not leave this match with the title. I did hear Sasha might win it if she turns heel. Her against Asuka would be a great match. Her against Nia would be a good match. But I can't see her not facing Bayley at WrestleMania. Just, I don't get why they wouldn't do that. And I honestly don't get why they wouldn't do that for the title, so I'm even more confused. They just might kick Nia out of the championship thing, have Asuka win, go to SmackDown, have Sasha go against Bayley, and there's your thing. But then you have all the other women who don't have anything to do. So again, confuzzled. I want to see Alexa Bliss retain. The reason is because she needs to defend it at Mania. Even if she loses, she will still be at Mania as the champ. Alright, so then we get to the main event for the evening, the Elimination Chamber match for the Universal Championship shot at WrestleMania 34. Now, if I was booking this as I would want to, here's how I would book this. The Miz comes in at number 1. John Cena comes in at number 2. Roman Reigns comes in at number 3. All the other 4 guys have to be in the pods. And the reason I would do that is because then it would make that Miz-John Cena match for the number one, who gets in at number one, completely useless and a joke because they would all start at the same time. Why I would start Roman early is so then he can eliminate John Cena with the spear in around 12 seconds. Because nobody cares for John Cena. So get him out of the ring. Then you have Roman and The Miz for another 5, however long, until they bring out your next person, which would be Seth Rollins. Seth goes after The Miz. They all jump to Miz. And then Roman goes to spear The Miz, and Seth turns on Roman, eliminates him right away, and the crowd goes ape crazy because it's not going to be Roman at WrestleMania. So then you have Rollins and The Miz in there for a little while. Finn Balor comes out. They have a fight. Elias comes out. They have a fight. Maybe Elias pins Finn Balor. Because why not? The Elias needs a little bit of a victory. And The Miz, I'd probably go Seth Rollins eliminates The Miz. So you have Elias and Seth Rollins. Good match. Until you have the monster among men, Braun Strowman, come out. It'll actually be Elias last. So you have Seth Rollins and The Miz in the ring. Folks, I can fantasy book this thing all I want to. I know The Miz comes out first. I want him to come out against Cena and Reigns first. Elias comes out last, so my idea would be it'd be The Miz, Cena, and Reigns, then Rollins, Balor, Strowman, and Elias. I would have Strowman kill everyone in that ring. Just murder all of them. And then Elias comes out and sees that it's going to be him and Braun, and doesn't like those odds because he's getting these hands. And Braun wins the match. I would want to see Braun win. However, I think what we're going to get is Roman Reigns comes out 6th. Whoever eliminates John Cena is my absolute friend and buddy for a whole month. If you injure him, I will like you forever. But I see Roman Reigns coming out 6th and beating everybody there, and of course getting to the Universal Championship match at WrestleMania. I did hear an idea of Roman and John Cena being the last two so they could bring The Undertaker back, but I don't want to see The Undertaker back, so they can keep that there. John Cena has said numerous times if he doesn't win the match, if he doesn't win the Elimination Chamber, he has no road to WrestleMania. Good. Don't give him one. He loses, he goes home. Maybe he'll find out what his wife is doing behind his back. So whatever works there. Or girlfriend or wife or fiance, I don't really care. So that's the Elimination Chamber in what I think. I want Braun to win. I want Alexa to win. I want Nia to win, honestly. But I think Asuka's going to win. I don't care about the Broken Man, Hardy, Wyatt stuff. I want Wyatt to win just because. Sheamus and Cesaro, I want them to win. And Gallows and Anderson, I want them to win, but I want the Miztourage looking good. What I'm going to get is probably the Miztourage winning, Cesaro and Sheamus winning because they'll defend later. Broken Man Hardy winning, Asuka winning, some little cluster thing in the women's match, and then of course Roman Reigns will win and go on to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 34, and I will never cheer for Brock louder than I will on that night. So we will see you guys here very soon on thescottshow.com. Thank you guys so very much. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you think should win. And we'll have a nice little conversation. We'll see you guys here very soon on thescottshow.com.